Alright, well, hello everyone. Welcome to my new playthrough of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Part 1. So first we start off with Nintendo Presents Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And as to why I'm playing this game, is because I just recently finished my Mario Kart Super Circuit playthrough, and I figured I might as well start on this since Tears of the Kingdom comes out pretty soon, actually. I think next month, so I definitely want to, what do you call it, definitely want to get some, playthrough going, more or less, I guess. I'm not sure how long this one's going to take me because I know it's a pretty big game. I don't know if I'm going to do a full exploration of the map or anything like that. All I know is I'm going to try to obtain the four, what's it called, four divine beasts, and then defeat Gannon that way. Probably do a good bit of shrines here and there. Probably not the DLC stuff because I was never really good at any of that, so or maybe, I don't know, I might reconsider. It really just depends on how I'm feeling, but I've never completed the DLC, so it's really rare. It's been a minute since I played this game, so I'm gonna be extremely rusty, and I'm essentially almost like I'm playing the game, all over again, like as a newbie practically, because I it's been so long. I didn't dedicate as many hours as a lot of other people does, so I'm not a speed runner or anything like that. We're just gonna get that out of the way. I'm what's it called, very much just a casual when it comes to this thing. So what's it called, I've beaten the game before, don't get me wrong. I've beaten it at least once. I've done a bit of the DLC, but that was about it. So I guess we'll start here. I have to remember all the controls and all this other stuff again, because it's, like I said, it's been so long since I played through this, and
that is a Sheikah slate.
And I definitely want to get ready for Tears of the Kingdom.
Guide you after your long slumber.
I probably won't be doing too many side quests either. Like I said, this is really just like getting into the main stuff out of the way, which is the Divine Beast, and then I guess showing you guys the entirety of the map for those who've never experienced this game before and are watching this as your first playthrough of experience of Breath of the Wild. So I'm sure I can mess with the sensitivity. Let's see, how's that? I guess that's fine. Very fast. That's better. My FPS senses are coming in, so that's why I need to play with these high settings here. Plus, I get away with, since I haven't played this game in forever, that it's not like second nature. After playing like a single, after playing this game for so long.
On the Sheikah slate, up to the pedestal. That will show you the way.
Unreal. Man, I'm pretty pumped for the new one. I'll definitely try to put more time into that, and that one will be a way even longer playthrough than this one, because that one, I'll literally be exploring everything I can in the game, and stuff like that. Whereas this one, I've played through the game. I know how long it took me to really, get around the world. I'd say definitely a good bit of hours. I at least remember some stuff from when, what's it called, did that playthrough. And,
you are the light.
And so,
our light.
What's it called?
That must shine upon Hyrule once again.
This will just be, like I said, one of those situations where I'm going to be, I said, just focusing on the Divine Beast and, maybe some side missions, I guess, depending on, how it goes. I'm really just going to be focusing on, what do you call it, I said just the main objectives of the game, and then like I said DLC to come after. I might do that, but just focusing on the main stuff right now. You can see one of the divine beasts actually in the background. If you look, squint hard enough, right over by the mountain, it was that thing that was moving. But I'm very curious though as to how the plot and all that stuff's going to go for the new one, because we know Gannon's returning, like that's like a major part of the trailers and stuff like that, or Ganondorf maybe, you know, the reincarnation, whatever. What's it called? Yeah, so we know he's coming back, but we don't really know to what extent. I got more branches, nice. Yeah, we don't know to what extent, like, you know, he's coming back and all other stuff. And, like, obviously the divine beasts aren't going to really be a thing, I assume. So, it'll probably be actual dungeons, maybe. I don't know. I mean, you know, very little about the game. I'm sure Nintendo's probably going to end up spoiling most of it on some Breath of the Wild Direct that comes out, like, you know, a month or so before. As far as, again, my skills in this game, I will just tell you guys right now, I'm not one of those ones who does those crazy, like, stats with the skipping areas, you know, by, like, you know, using glitches and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm probably just going to be one of those bare bones playthroughs, so apologies in advance if you're here. Oh, well, that stranger. It's rather unusual to see another soul in these parts. Me? I'll spare you my life story. Just an old fool who has lived here long, quite some time now. Brings a bright-eyed young man like you to a place like this. Answer your question with a question. This is fair enough. I cannot imagine your meaning to be a simple coincidence, I should tell you. This is the Great Plateau. According to legend, this is the birthplace of the entire kingdom of Hyrule. Temple there long ago. It was the site of many sacred ceremonies. It was inclined at the kingdom 100 years ago to stand abandoned in a state of decay. Another forgotten entity, a mere ghost of its former shells. I'll be here for some time. Please let me know if I may be of any service. Huh? Help yourself with that torch. Now may I ask, are you planning to use it? It's a secret. See, well then do as you please. If you want, you can use that as a weapon if need be. However, just swinging around without purpose, you must face your opponents at the time. Beg your pardon, I do believe that's my big tap point. You're just taking whatever you please. Oh, forgive me, I could not resist pulling your leg. Please help yourself an apple and an open flame. Like a treat. Yeah, also wasn't the best when it came to crafting things, like, you know, like all those crazy recipes to do things. I mean, I'll probably do a couple of things that I remember, but like I said, it's just been so long that I guess it's as good as mine as to how. Okay, I have to remember the combat. Yeah, see that I already forgotten like what button did what.
Link. Head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
Alright. I'm curious also as to how everything's going to retain to that game, to this game. You know, like control-wise, I'm pretty sure it'll be similar. You know, and all that other stuff. Which, again, that's the reason why I'm even playing this in the first place as a playthrough. Is to, what's it called? To get inverse with the controls again, because again, that's been so long. So I gotta go for there. Yeah, of course, right now you got pretty much just seeing the basic enemies. They're too much trouble up here from what I remember. When we start getting to other areas, we'll start seeing more difficult enemies. But yeah, the good thing about the Great Plateau is it's a good practice area to, like, I guess, get versed with all the different mechanics and stuff like that. So it's right on D-pad. Left on D-pad was the what do you call it? The which bow to use and stuff like that, which that's when I actually get a bow and arrow. You can play on this pedestal. Yeah, at the very least, you're gonna see me unlocking all the areas on the map, because that was one of my favorite parts about this game, is actually going around to the entirety of the map and just unlocking points. So, and as far as how many parts, if I had to guess, at least 12 parts, maybe somewhere around there. If I do the DLC, it's definitely going to take me at least like maybe around 20, which would make this one of my longest playthroughs if that ends up being the case. Although if it gets to that 30 mark, that's when it really be the longest, because Pokemon's my longest playthrough as of now. Mind you, I did finish that around the 20th mark, a little before, so at that point anything I was doing after that was just like stuff that I was doing just for the fun of it, you know, which I'll definitely be playing it again once on the stream, once the DLC comes out, because then I'll do 30 parts for DLC 1, 30 parts for DLC 2, and may keep doing bonus stuff if any like other stuff ends up coming out, so we'll see. Or if the DLCs are so investful, like they keep me invested enough to want to keep playing on stream, you know. But at the very least, I can confirm that we'll probably be doing until part 90 for that Pokemon. I also want to play through this game too, because there's a couple people that have been wanted to try this, like Tristan, coworker from work, like so that way he can try to get Breath of the Wild too.
Try to remember. You have been asleep for the past 100 years. The beast. When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end. Link. Before it's too late.
Before it's too late. Well, I guess we can leave now.
Ho!
Did you call me a hoe? It seems we have quite the enigma here. However, others just like it have erupted across the land one after another. Almost as though a long-term power has awoken quite suddenly. You mind me asking, did anything odd occur while you were on top of that tower? Well, no. Voice, you say? You don't recognize this voice? I see. Well, that's just unfortunate. Outside of the atrocities in the castle. That is Calamity Gannon 100 years ago. That vile entity brought the Kingdom of Hyrule. I appeared suddenly and destroyed everything in its path. So many innocent lives were lost in its wake. For a century, the very symbol of our kingdom, Hyrule Castle, has managed to contain that evil, but just barely. Festers. Building its strength for the moment, it will unleash its light upon the land once again. It would appear that the moment is fast approaching. I must ask you, courageous one, do you intend to make your way to the castle? I had a feeling you'd say that. Here's the Zelda Plateau. We are surrounded on all sides by steep cliffs with no way down. If you were to try to jump off, well then death would be more certain or more foolish. Of course, a paraglider like mine, that would be quite another story. Oh, piqued your interest, have I? This is a come soaring down on your own feathery wings, you know. Worry not. I happily agree to give you my paragraph, but not for nothing. Let me see now. About trading for bitter treasure that slumbers nearby. Come, let me show you something. You see that structure there? The one shining like a strange light? Well, at the exact moment these towers rose up from the ground. I think such a place might house some sort of treasure, wouldn't you? Treasure for the paraglider, fair exchange, I believe. Nice. Another thing that, I mean, some people weren't a big fan of was the breakable weapons. I know I wasn't at first, but, you know, I kind of I guess, grew used to it to an extent. It kind of adds this whole thing where you gotta carry specific things, you know, around, or else you'll be sorry, kind of thing. Like that right there. Nice. Because there will be instances where, you know, weapons start to get weapons that are stronger. And of course, eventually they all tend to wear out. There's only like 1 or 2 weapons that are pretty much invulnerable to what's it called, to any of that, but we'll find out later, I guess, in the game. Also go to those things you can find, those ancient spring things. That you can be able to use later on. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of depth to this game, which is, you know, an amazing part. Zelda game for sure. Slay confirmed. Travel orders through the map. Access granted. Now we go to our first little, what's it called, shrine, which I guess like are basically mini dungeons. Pretty fun actually for the most part. There are some that are more tricky than others. There's involve a lot of, you know, puzzle solving and stuff like that. To set foot in the shrine, in the name of the goddess highly offer this trial. Magnesis trial. And in these first ones, of course, there are ones that'll specifically teach you a new ability to use on the tablet or whatnot. As later on, they're literally just for the sole purpose of getting these like orb things that you can use to like either upgrade your health or upgrade your stamina meter. And so it's one of those things where you kind of have to choose whichever one you end up needing more. And so, what's it called? Yeah, and then of course, you know, some will be like little, I guess, boss rooms where you gotta fight this weird thing. And there we go. Yeah, we start finding some boss things. What's cool about these levels too is that they tend to also have a lot of little hidden stuff in them too, like hidden chests and stuff. So we'll be seeing later on, but yeah, hidden stuff in the sense of like chests with like either like strong weapons or other goodies that you'd be able to get. Like there's one up there, of course. I think you can also get upgrades for all these abilities too, funny enough. And it's gonna take me a second to get used to everything, so don't blame me for going slow. Nice. And it's funny because some of these even have like technical multiple ways of like solving them. Like I remember there's a good bit of puzzles where you're supposed to do it a certain way, but I ended up doing it a way that wasn't the intended way, and it's kind of funny. You have proven to possess the resolve of a true hero. I am Oman, the creator of this trial. I am a humble monk blessed with the sight of godliness and that dedicated helping those who seek Gannon. With your arrival, my duty is now fulfilled. In the name of God's hell, I made a study this gift upon you. The spirit orb, yeah, so those are the ones you get. I made a smile upon you. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Now I got one shrine and I got one of those orbs. Of course, will be shrines that I probably won't finish because I'll have to come back to it either with like, you know, better abilities or whatever the case may be. So, or some that I just might not be able to solve right away, and I might need like a YouTube video or something. Leaves your experience, sir. Well done. Paragraph, please. Here's you so down for a moment, Curtis. These towers in the Wicked Shrine. All connects to Chica Slate. Paragraph, please. I have yet to finish speaking. I'll go ahead and divide a shrine known as the Sheikah inhabit these lands. Her the wisdom saved this kingdom a long time again. An age technology appeared long ago, or so it's said. She's ever to think out something like that survived all this time, hidden away in a shrine. Shrines are tucked away in numerous places across the land. Plateau, I believe there are still 3 more. If there's reach, and I'll give you my paragraph. That wasn't the deal. So as I changed my mind, I'm sure that you won't have a problem. I'm no better like you. I'm feeling generous. I'll also teach you the trick for finding shrines. Always best look to areas by around from a high point. Let's see here. How about you make your way to the top of that tower again? Oh, I'm afraid not. Do not worry. I have another little trick to share with you. Take a look on your map. The Sheikah Slate. Those little icons, you should recognize the cave where you woke and the shrine you came from the tower. Once you travel to any of those places from the Sheikah Slate, so I heard some time ago, I do not know if it actually works as such. That's what you get for not giving me my freaking paraglide right away. You got freaking bonked in the head with a metal thing. You freak. I'm trying to remember. I don't think there's a shrine that direction. I think it's just the ice mountain at that point. So I'll just keep moving. There's also a glitch I remember. I don't know if it still works. Well, yeah, calling the horse, even if you don't have a horse. And it kind of preserved your stamina or whatnot. I know speedrunners used to use that all the time. That's the good part though with some of these. You can actually, what do you call it? Like when you fire arrows and stuff like that, it's possible to go back and like catch them and stuff like that if they didn't like obviously fall off a cliff or something. So it's pretty interesting. Of course, even the bows though are also wonderful. Nice. How do I switch the bows again? That does that. Oh, it's not that. Okay, you just have to hold down the thing. So at least this will beat that for me. Nice, and I got fire arrows, which is great work. I don't think the glitch still works anymore. Maybe it does, I don't know. I also have to be careful with this area because I know those. Course. Unreal. Oh, there goes the first death of the playthrough. Hate dealing with those freaking guys sometimes, but let's be real here. It spawned me. Okay, it spawned me near there at least. At least these walls are all climbable. Expansion, but pass, but honest. Nice. It's great work is what it is. Let's be real here. Despite me dying. Bomb trial. You can say that's a fire. Nice, I got the remote bombs. Yeah, so at least those aren't part of my inventory. I can actually, you know, what's it called? Have unlimited of them. I just have to wait for that meter to fill up. should have had the square one. Okay. There you go. Hammer. So I got through there. Doesn't explain the point of this orb here though. I guess it's just to show an example of what you can do. It's probably not for anything. It doesn't look good for anything. Yeah, that's another reason why I think this playthrough is going to take me some time too, is because I always also love to like lollygag kind of. There'll be like points where I'm doing something pointless, like, you know, just rechecking an area, or I don't know, doing some stuff where I'm just like walking around in circles, but on purpose, just so I could, what's it called, see something like cool or interesting. So that's probably another reason why I'll be, you know, probably at this playthrough for a while. That's why I put it off for such a good bit. But I figured now is a good time, since what do you call it? I'm not playing through any other game at the moment, so it made sense. That was a good time as ever. More, yeah. Yeah, with the new game coming out, I definitely want to have this game fresh on my mind, you know, for that. Let's be real here. Well, commend Link for his ability to climb regardless of the surface. Like, it'd be kind of dumb if he couldn't climb on certain things, which there are certain situations where he doesn't. It's like slippery or whatever, but like 9 times out of 10 he's able to jump pretty easily. I don't want to mess with that. Or do I? That was the only way to get the bees off of there and just blow them up. Blow up their home and take their honey. Here was the only way. I had to. It's funny because I was just playing Pokemon, so it's funny to see like another open world, like full like 3D game or whatnot. But obviously the graphics on this one are way better and stuff like that. It's kind of funny. Make some recipes here. Something like that that'll give me cold resistance, because I need to be able to make it to a what do you call it, the cold area. Well, so much for that bridge. Right, that bridge. I guess not. Dang bridge. No, it worked. Yeah, all these apples. Alright, now it's time to climb, because I'm pretty sure the shrine is up here. Just gonna watch for my stamina meter as we go here. This is probably where I'll shortcut it, but you know, it's be more so when I do actually have my increased stamina. Almost there. Let's be right here. See the shrine from here. Next area, please. But yeah, upgraded clothes, you know, upgraded like hat, like all this other stuff that you'll need to be collecting here just to be able to give Link a better shot at surviving. Stasis shroud. Nice. Yeah, I know there's also one that increases the time that you have on that thing too, but like I said, it won't be till later in the game. Yeah. And also the thing charges faster, of course, because clearly that was not going fast at all. You can do that to get back more time. wasn't too bad. I am getting pretty sleepy though, not gonna lie. But it is what it is. Luckily, I don't have to work tomorrow, so that's why I'm not worried about staying late tonight. Let's be real here. So now we just got the last one to do, which is the what's it called? The one on the top of the mountain here. Yeah, I'm sure like those abilities, kind of like the one I just, what do you call it? I'm using right here, the runes and stuff like that. Like I'm pretty sure the equivalent is going to end up being something like that with these new ones. Or you just like do shrines or something to get them at first, and then, or maybe over time you'll start getting more. Who knows? Yeah, oftentimes speedrunners don't even bother to use food. They'll just, or like the cold resistant stuff, they'll just get regular food and just keep eating it on the way up, which, I mean, it's doable, but you just have to make sure you have a lot of, you know, food, period, to be able to let that be a thing. Now, there's another thing is, like, even with the clothes, though, isn't all, like, just for, like, be able to do certain, what's it called, give you more armor and stuff. Like, the benefit of it as well is the fact that you can actually, some clothes will just give you resistance to, you know, weather effects, period. So, like, some with heat resistance, cold resistance, and there's, like, another one that's, like, volcano resistance or whatnot. Be able to get on volcanoes. Stuff like that. Would you think that one would work in the desert? But I don't think it does. I think you could still take damage just from being overheated in the desert. So I forget how it works, but yeah, those are the main ones. And then in case you have to work right there. So at least to get a view of the entire scope on your Sheikah Slate through a big pin where you'd like to go on the map. Points. Got it. Go ahead and take a remarkable. Please take more than double as your reward for intimacy. Try it on, yes. Might be a year by fetching. It's not right now. Do care to put it on before you get too cold, though. Yeah, see, now I can resist the cold. The shrine's all the way over there. Another thing you gotta watch out for is fall damage. Then you get in situations like this where you gotta solve like some sort of puzzle, and you'll be rewarded with the following. I found me. Hi, you're not handsome, but you cannot see me. I know your kind can see each other, of course. Well, if you're wearing a headsuit, please return this to him. Korok seeds. Oh, and our friends are hiding lots of different places too. Don't be shy about poking your nose at suspicious places. Yeah, so the benefit of finding those freaks is that, what do you call it? They, what's it called? They give you those Korok seeds, and the benefit of the Korok seeds is that you can in turn use them to be able to, what's it called, You can turn to what's it called? It upgrades to your inventory. I get to steal their cooked meat. It's great work. There's some things you can't, like that. I see that's freezing. All you need super is ice resistance for that. I can't get it with the other thing, so not really a good way of getting that out. Until I get the last ability, actually. I just remembered what it was too. It's a pretty fun one. The ice ability. There's also the amiibo ability, but you can unlock that just from putting an amiibo, and usually just helps you in a way during the game. Kind of like Odyssey does too with its amiibo functionality. The key is when you have to start using multiple runes at the same time. Like you have to use the stasis, and then you got to follow it up with something else, and then the bomb, and then try to use the ice ability. So there's going to be situations where I have to use multiple. Of course, these are very one-sided shrines because they're meant to be done in any order, so that's why it doesn't matter which one you do. But what's it called? When it comes to that. So, yeah, now with these you can do that, which luckily you can climb, and you can put up to 3, I believe. Although they aren't invincible though. If an enemy or something attacks you, you won't be able to get active forever. And once you add a new one, that's when the struggles happen, I guess. You can do that. And yeah, no, you performed great work. Nice. And we got the last sphere. Here, that's all we needed to do. Now we have all the stasis abilities, which of course, you know, you can use to your advantage of being able to, you know, help get puzzles and stuff like that, and pretty much make it through the rest of the game.
Ho!
Gannon with calling me a hoe. This guy. Unreal. This you have acquired all the spirit ores from the shrines on this plateau. Extraordinary. It is finally time. Link, it is finally time for me to tell you everything first. Imagine an X on your map with the 4 shrines and the points. Find the spot where those lines interact. I shall wait for you there. Do you understand? 2 lines away from the shrines across there. I'll be waiting. So in other words, right there. Because if you look on the map, that's where all 4 connect. I don't know, boy. Watch out for that dang fall damage. Nice. Of course, it broke down there. Yeah, they've done it like here. beast. He gets very happy when he makes some dishes. Take some of that food right there. It's weird. It's funny messing with these freaks. Hilarious. Also, fire has that effect where it causes a breeze. It's kind of interesting. I always get mixed up with the buttons. don't know if there's a way to like change it. I mean, at this point, it's probably gonna be too late anyway. I'm already starting to somewhat get adjusted to the controls, but like, be a way to just like make edit the controls or whatnot to like your own liking. I feel like I don't know. There's just be some buttons that just make more sense in other spots, but it'd just be like I said, the FPS in me, you know, just wanting to do that. I'm playing, like I said, first shooter games. Yeah, just gotta keep searching on these first. I need those pieces. It's better to get them this way than going ahead and trying to actually defeat some of them. Go ahead and our container, please. Yeah, every 4 of those shrines I get one of these. Either that or an extended stamina. I don't know if there's a limit to how many you can do of one or the other. Like if you end up needing to so gosh is being more resilient, I see. Here I am. Get up here quickly. Yeah, I don't know if like there's like a limit, like if you just do nothing but stamina or nothing but HP, then maybe it'll come to the point where you'll be like, yeah, I can't upgrade that anymore, or if it's just like, you know, like one of those kind of, you know, RPG moments, I guess, where you pretty much are the one responsible for making the choice on which you want a preference on, and if you made your decision, of course there's no way to change it back. At least I don't think there's a way to switch it out. You know, like if you already made up your mind on one, but like then you know, and you end up changing your mind or something. Like I don't know if there is a way to do it that way, but as far as I'm aware, you can't like, change it. It's either hearts or stamina. And the stamina, it's not like it's another full meter, like it will like just be a tiny bit of one.
Well done there, young one. Now then, the time has come to show you who I truly am. I was King Rome Bosphoramus Hyrule. I was the last leader of Hyrule, a kingdom which no longer exists.
The last king of Hyrule.
The Great Calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path, lo, a century ago. It was then that my life was taken away from me. And since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile. So rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form. Forgive me. I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago.
Alright, let's see it.
To know Calamity
Be hearing
Ganon's
this
true form,
story at
one
least like
must know the
10 more
story from
times,
an
but
age long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Gannon were passed from generation to generation in the form of legends and fairy tales. But there was also a prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Gannon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics, the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land. We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Gannon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power, and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions, a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Gannon. But nay. Gannon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining. He appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the divine beasts, turned them against us. The champions lost their lives, those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight, gravely wounded, collapsed while defending the princess. And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Gannon. However, the princess survived to face Gannon alone.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
That princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda. And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end. That knight was none other than you, Link. You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then, you were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Gannon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Gannon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from consuming our land. Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link. But I am powerless here.
Excuse me.
You must save her, my daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Gannon. Somehow, Gannon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle. I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point. I suggest that you make your way east out to one of the villages in the wilderness. Follow the road out to Kakariko Village. There you will find the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies ahead. Consult the map on your Shiga slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village. Make your way past the twin summits of the dueling peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
Well, here's the barrier, just as I promised. Nice. We'll fly off the cliffs surrounding this area. And I think that's it. Told you everything I can. Like, in this safe harbor. I can hand glide. So that's great work. Yeah, at this point I'm pretty much free to go wherever I please. Which in this case, our main objective really is to get to Impa's, or to the east or whatnot, to that yellow objective. So that's where we'll be going. And then, of course, as I said, there'll be shrines on the way where we can go, and these tower things that I need to get to be able to reveal more of the map to me, because as you can see, I only have this portion of the map revealed. Of course, yeah, there's different types of weapons. There's the regular swords, there's the spears, and then there's the heavy hitter ones. So, as I said, we're pretty much be swapping with wherever I need, I guess. Not really anything in particular. And the weapon I'm using. What was that? Oh, it's that rock thing. By feeding those guys, you get flint, which in turn, what do you call it? You can make fire with. That's great work if you ever want to make a fire pit. You can also use stasis against enemies, which is a great word. Well, actually, we'll be able to, but not right now. Yeah, that's actually an upgrade you have to get. And normally you'd be able to attack those free. Also attack animals too, and they'll give you food. Well, they'll become the food actually. Yeah. But, here. Oh, look at that, we found a shrine. Just like that. Alright, but I need food. Now these can be with any ability we might have already gained up to this point, so it could either be, what's it called, stasis, ice, anything. Anything goes here. Or it could be a boss battle. In this case, it looks like it's a win mission. Use that wind to the advantage. Of course. Pretty sure you gotta use the entry list for that. It's a perfect time to take advantage of weapons like that, because way more overpowered than the ones that I have now. Unreal. I'm not sure what happened there. It's fine, because the good thing is, even if we take damage now, the benefit is that we'll heal up all the way thanks to these shrines. Wait, where? Yep, so of course I'll be skipping the dialogue for the shrines moving forward, because like it's just the same dialogue except the name's different, so suffice to say, you know, I don't need to be doing all that. Just be wasting more time. Unless it's like a special shrine, that's different, but 9 times out of 10 it's usually going to be that. Strange Massacres. Yeah, so those are the DLC side missions you can do. Well, I think one of them is the Majora's Mask or something you can get, and that'll help you out. But you know, I'm not really too sure on the requirements for some of those, because for all I know, they require you to like get some pretty crazy stuff there.
Oh.
So we'll just say it's better than most. We're doomed? I mean, don't panic, sorry. Who are you? How we met? But we really are. I'm just getting tired talking to myself, so you're coming at a good time. Here's things that popped out of the ground. You see them? I'm talking about the mushrooms here. I'm talking about those towers. Popped up all over the place. Strange things happen in these long deserted shrines suddenly start glowing. What it means, though, the end is near. Craziness happening. Keeping an eye on that thing. You know, especially when I'm sorry too. I wonder what I did to make him hate me. Ancient horses, blood gardeners, Persian hood. It's funny because they all just started appearing now that I beat the first dungeon or shrine outside the main area. It's now considered worthy. Dark armor. Xenoblade Chronicles too, man. Yeah, I guess my strat will probably be going back and forth between getting hearts and getting what do you call it? What's it called? Stamina. Yep. There we go. Do that. So I'll save here just in case you go down. Right, they gotta save every time. Well, I mean, it does auto save a good bit. Which, depending on the way you look at it, I mean, this isn't Pokemon. Like, it doesn't matter if I auto save anything, it helps because sometimes I forget to save here. Or checkpoint wise, it helps. Fish. You're not even supposed to tap the button when you're freaking falling off a cliff. It's just gonna make me start flipping like crazy. Dueling Peaks Tower. Keep in mind, just because I see a shrine doesn't mean I can automatically get to it. There are some, well, shrines and towers. There's some towers and shrines that are just like you have to do like a specific side quest, or you have to like get some like, I don't know, other means to be able to get to it that you might not be able to get to right away. Because like there's like, I don't know, like obstacles or something you gotta climb up from a higher place. Like there's multiple examples of, you know, hard to get towers and shrines that we'll be seeing later on, but this one wasn't too bad because it was kind of just like in the path that I needed to go to. unlocked me. And the Sheikah sensor is rework. That way I can know if I'm near a shrine. I forgot about this little mirror thing. We'll be hearing this quite a bit. Especially until once we get the upgrade for it that does something else as well. Like it tells you when you're near one, but it doesn't necessarily mean that there is one right in front of you. It could be below you, it could be on the other side of a mountain, it could be like a whole number of places. So I mean, I guess it helps having the general idea of where the shrine is, but like you might not be able to have access to it just from what I said. Looking at it, you might need to do something special or whatever, but I said not all of them are going to be as simple and easy to grasp. Yeah, I'm not going to make it to this thing, alright? As you can see on the bottom right, those are the meters, I guess, of things to interact with. Shrine one is the new one that appeared, which is like a weird little Wi-Fi signal looking thing. And there's the temperature meter, which, you know, depending on the type of clothing or, you know, stuff like that, or food you're eating, it'll be possible to do certain things. In which case, with the clothes that I have on now, it's, you know, cold resistant, which is good, you know, for especially for what I'm kind of doing right now, where I have to climb this what's it called, mountain kind of thing, which I barely had enough stamina to pull off, which I'm not even fully there yet, funny enough. But I'm pretty sure this will give me access to 2 shrines that I'm aware of on this Twin Peaks. Now, as far as the order as to which shrines I'm going to do first and stuff like that, that's really just going to be all, or which divine beast. I personally am going to go with the same order I went with last time, which was doing, is there a blood moon? The music getting dramatic like that usually means there's a blood moon coming. Yeah, anyway, so like I was saying, the order of the divine beast will probably end up being the one I went with. One that I ended up going with before when I first played through this game or whatnot, which was, what's it called, the elephant water one first. Then I did the volcano one, then the bird one, I'm pretty sure, and then finally the last one will be the weird llama camel hybrid thing or whatnot. As to why I did those, because I don't know if it really matters per se, but technically the water one is, I think, you know, arguably the easiest one out of all the the shrine challenges or whatnot. Again, arguably, I'm sure speedrunners and other people may disagree. And I'm not exactly the expert at this game, so that's probably wouldn't be surprised if that ends up being the case. But I'm nearing some shrines right here for sure. I can't tell if this is the one that's above me or if there's one below me too, but I think I'm probably going to call it here in a bit. Just because I don't have enough stamina to make it up there right now. It's the downside. Unless this like mountain leads to a section where I can, but yeah, I just don't have the stamina to keep going any further, unfortunately. I said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get closer to it this way, but it's worth a try. I should have hit the button sooner. I probably could have gotten up there. Alright, one more time. And just that little bit of stamina would be perfect right now to finish this off. Because I feel like after this, the mountain doesn't seem too bad. Alright, last attempt. This doesn't get me anywhere, then we'll call it right here, but pretty sure this will get me through here. Maybe. Alright, well, I'll call it right here. Thank you guys so much for watching the stream. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and share the stream. Let me know how I did. As always, God bless. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Alrighty, guys, take care. See you later.